Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming on. I know that I invited you guys, so I'm just excited that someone is jumping on. So thanks for watching. If you're on the rebroadcast as well, I'm gonna flip this camera around. This is Lucy. Hey, whoa, that was really close. Hey guys, I'm so glad you guys are here. So let me know where you're tuning in from, who's here, who of my awesome FGG peeps is gonna come on tonight. Is Erica here? She's here. So who's here? Who's here? I want to say hi to you. And if this is the first time that you joined me on a Periscope, just let me know where you're from and how you found me. That could be really fun, and what your name is. So I invited, some of you guys might have seen it on Facebook, some of you guys might have seen it on Instagram. Hey Erica, yay! Caitlin. It's been in a bun. And then I sort of like let it out and I was like, yeah, I like it. I'm gonna try and not get so washed out. You might have seen my posts on Facebook, my posts on Instagram, and if you're not friends with me on Facebook, you totally should be. You can find my page by just looking up my full name, Laura Verbich, or just adding me, facebook.com/Laura Verbich, and we can chit chat if we haven't been chatting. Hey Katie! You've seen me in Dr. Walter Sims. Awesome. Yes, I love Dr. Walter Sims. So I'm just going to talk to you guys tonight about my story. My name is Laura Verbich. I'm a lifestyle, health, and wellness coach. I also help people build their own businesses and fall in love with their life and create a dream life, which is really cool because that's something that I have been able to do for myself. And I want to share with you guys tonight, maybe for the first time, for some of you, a little bit about my journey and my story and sort of where I started and how I got here. So this might be a little bit of a long scope, and I'm opening up my computer because I want to share with you something that I saw on my old Tumblr account. If anybody's ever been on Tumblr, I found this thing and I really wanted to share with you guys. But if you want to share this with your friends, followers, your peeps, you can swipe up or swipe right. And you can tap on my face to send me some hearts if you're liking what I'm saying, if you're my BFF, if you're my friend. Every time I'm on a Periscope, I just like leave my finger tapping just because it doesn't take any extra strenuous effort from me. And I love supporting people. Like, I feel like people are like listening to me and like agreeing with what I'm saying or like engaging with me when the hearts are going. Thank you guys so much. It really does let the broadcaster know like this is good stuff. I'm really excited to hear you talk. So if you guys do Periscopes, tell people that. Amanda, hey, Destiny, yeah, what's that? I'm so glad you guys are here. Okay, so I want to share with you first something that I saw today when I was browsing my Periscope, my Tumblr account. So back in like 2010, I think, I started a Tumblr account, and this sort of like stuck with me for a long time. It's the first time I used the name Gorgeous Sleep, so I don't know if you guys no, but like my username on Instagram and all over the place is Gorgeous Sleep because I, at that time, in 2009, started dating my boyfriend, and I was listening to this song that made me think of him, and it was the song from No Doubt called Underneath It All, and they were talking about giving you the most gorgeous sleep, and I was like, yeah, that's a gorgeous word. So I started using that in like all of my social media little tidbits, but now I just feel like it just really encaptures everything. Like I could sleep really well and wake up feeling really good because I'm in love with my life, right? Anywho, so I started this Tumblr account where I would like spend all day reblogging pictures. Anybody else has been on Tumblr? Like hearts for Tumblr, and like let me know your username because I'll totally follow you. So I was obsessed with Tumblr, and it was really just a place for me to like be creative and like do a creative outlet. And let me know if this is interesting to you. If it is, I'm glad if you're here. So I want to show you some of the posts that I back in the day. So, okay, I will talk about this one. So it's almost 3 years ago now. I said, I'm just so excited, so impatient to start the new chapter of my life next year. So impatient though. I have to remind myself each day until then that this is part of the journey, as mundane as the days may seem. It's a step forward towards my goal. It will happen. How exciting and scary. Okay, so hold on. Let me turn. First of all, I just feel like that's like life. Like, don't you feel like that's life? Like, you're so impatient to get to the next part, and you just have to remind yourself every day, like, this is a journey. As boring and mundane as this might seem right now, like, this is the part. This is the fun part. Like, this has to be the fun part. So I feel like I sort of figured that out then. I don't know. I mean, I had started. Okay, let's like rewind. So when I was a kid, I ate a lot. I ended up, gaining a lot of weight and being an overweight child. And if I had a picture, I would show you, but I don't. But you can find it on Instagram. So I was about 130 pounds when I was between 8 and 10 years old. So it was like uncomfortable, to say the least. And I just felt like, I'm like, this is not the body that I was meant to have. Like, I'm meant to be healthy and fit and like, just feeling good. And I was young, so like it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too many years like living with that kind of like trauma. But I decided, I'm just gonna like get healthy, like eat, one plate less and like exercise a little bit. And my mindset was so that I knew that like it was gonna be okay. And it was, and I ended up losing 40 pounds in a summer. When you're a kid, that's doable. Before going to grade 6, and I just felt really good. I was like, yeah, I feel healthy. I feel really happy. But I had to replace sort of like my eating, my overeating with like undereating kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like it just sort of felt like a constant hamster wheel of like extremes. And it was like that for a really long time. Like, till this day, like, there's days where I take it easy and I have to, like, I feel like I need to whip myself into shape, like, tomorrow, you better get on it, kind of thing. I don't know if you guys feel this way at all or have ever sort of experienced that. Like, let me know, interrupt me. You can say, me too, I felt that way. Or, send some hearts, obviously, right? We like those. But, anywho, so, I started this Tumblr, and you can like look at it and go back in the day, like it's like old school. And I started to really just like look at inspirational pictures, like visualizing things and, seeing like houses and like, clothes and, really fit looking girls and just like beautiful pictures. And I'm like houses and like decoration and like food. I was like, this feels fun. Like, I'm just gonna like keep living in Tumblr land kind of thing. Like, I like visualizing, I like dreaming. So I was there just really being distracted, like not focusing where I was. And I was working at a hair salon at the time, and I spent like 95% of my day on Tumblr. I reached the maximum amount of reblogs you could do in a day. They're like, sorry, like you reached the maximum amount, and it was like 5, and I was only done at 8, and I was like, oh, what am I gonna do for 3 hours? But anyways, that was like the kind of thing. I just loved visualizing and like seeing beautiful pictures that much. And it felt like I was doing something valuable with my time, like building a life. Even though I wasn't doing anything, I was just thinking about it. It sort of felt really valuable. So I just kept doing it every day. And I remember like getting excited about like, okay, now I'm like getting my mindset right. Now it's time to like get my body right, So, oh yeah, we all go up and down. That's just normal. We're dealing with these issues. It's never like resolved. We're always dealing and uncovering and, healing, right? That's just like the healing process. But anywho, so I decided, okay, like get my body right. And my friend at the time had recommended that we get Insanity. And I was like, no way. I don't want to like have like a super ripped body. But really I was just giving excuses to like, I'm scared as shit, right? So I finally just gave in. I'm like, whatever, I'll get Insanity. I'll try it out. Don't know if it's going to work for me. Don't know if I'll feel good about myself, whatever. And I tried it. And at that time, there was still this restrictive mindset. So I didn't eat before. I didn't eat after. I hardly ate throughout the day. I would basically starve myself and over-exercise until, I would eat like a big pizza or something, or a baguette. And it was just like not good. I ended up spraining my ankle a couple of times pretty severely. It was winter, so I had to hobble along. It was just a big old mess. And I was just like, I can't do this anymore. Like, this really sucks. And I feel like now I can't exercise because I sprained my ankle. What am I supposed to do? Like, how am I supposed to fill in my time? How am I supposed to feel good? How am I supposed to make sure I don't get fat, right? Basically was what I was asking. So I started to research about nutrition. I started to research, healing time of like an ankle sprain, or like healing time, like injuries. And, I started to see that, your body needs rest. You need to rest. And I was like, fucking rest. I'm tired of people telling me to rest. Like, resting is annoying. How am I supposed to, no. And then I started to really just delve into nutrition and understanding the importance of letting my body do its thing. But let me learn how to make this go even faster. Like, how can I speed up this healing to feel good, right? So that's when I really found that, taking care of what I was putting in my body, the portions of it, what I should be eating versus what I shouldn't be eating, like how much food and how much vegetables and this and that. I was like, I can do this. Like, this is something I could do to sustain myself and to heal faster so that when I do start working out, I can finally get the results I want. That, coupled with finding a workout program that I loved, which was Turbo Fire with Shalene Johnson. Any Shalene fans in the house? Tap, tap, all kinds of hearts for Shalene. She's like the ultimate, right? Ultimate. You were the same way. Exactly. So I said, you know what? I need to find something that I love. I need to find something that makes me happy. And I found, by the law of attraction, I don't know how it came into my life. My friend at the time had been doing Shalene Extreme, I think. And I was like, I'm feeling turbo. Working out every day and not feeling like I want to kill myself was the revolution of life. Because every day I would wake up to do insanity. And I was like, I seriously just want to die right now. Like, I can't do this workout anymore. Like, I feel like I'm pushing myself to the point where it is just, I'm incapable of living. It just wasn't fun. But when I did Turbo, it was like, this is it. I feel alive. I feel strong. I feel like I can actually do this. And yes, this is why you have to find something that works for you. So I found this Turbo Fire and I started eating well, and Shalene was teaching me about tracking what you're eating and, being very, and you might love insanity. Exactly. You have to find something that you love that doesn't feel like torture. Some people feel like Turbo's torture. That's cool for them. But yeah, so coupled with eating well and making sure that I was hydrating myself, that plus an Instagram, I got on Instagram and started sharing a little bit of just my life, but really just seeing what other people were doing. It really nourished me and gave me the fuel and the fire that I needed to go and find more, So I started working out. I started eating well. I started losing weight. I started being inspired by people on Instagram. I started less on Tumblr, more on Instagram, more on everywhere else. And I was nourished, I had a community of people on Instagram and Tumblr who we loved each other, we messaged each other, we gave each other encouragement. I had this community, and that's all I wanted. That made me really, really happy. And so it got to this point where I needed a change. My body was changing, my mind was changing. Now I need a change in my job and where I spend my time. I'm spending a lot of freaking time at work, and I was working at a hair salon at the time, right? And it was just not stimulating. And I was like, I need to do something with my time that grows me as a person and grows something. I need to grow something. So I said, you know what? I'm going to university. I never went to university. I graduated in college with a degree in photo and design. So I literally spent hours developing photos in a darkroom, which was so much fun. Just thinking about it makes me smile so hard, because photography was the salvation of my late teens, early 20s. Everything else sucked except for going to photography class. But anyways, so I had these degrees in photography, but I was like, where am I going to go with that? What do I want to do? What do I really want to do? I don't want to be a photographer for other people. I love taking pictures. What do I want to do? Like, what do I want to do? So I thought about things I enjoyed, and I'm like, you know what? I like writing. So maybe I should go study creative writing in university at Concordia. I was like, yes, that sounds like an amazing idea. And I got so hyped up about this idea, university. I got so hyped up. And I started planning like notebooks and which classes I was going to take and what I was going to be learning. And it was so exciting. And I was like, I was feeling fit. Like I felt so good in my body for the first time. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to school rocket. Super cute, going back to school clothes, like whatever. But then I don't remember what it was. I can't remember the exact moment, but I think I do. I had been following Janelle Summers, who's Chalene Johnson's sister, on Instagram for months. Does anybody follow Janelle? Janelle's amazing. She's my coach. But anyways, I've been following her. She was also in the Turbo Fire videos. She was someone I really admired. I looked at her in the DVDs and I said, I need to match her energy. She is the one that I need to look at every single day. She inspires me. And I would have been following her on Instagram. Yes, someone. Yes. Is there any Team Hardcore peeps in the house? So I saw her life. She was working from home in fitness. Didn't know exactly what she was doing. I knew she was in the Beachbody videos. She was going to the lake every weekend, taking it easy, working out, taking her time, and like living this life that I just said, man, I can live that life and I want to live that life. Why the heck not? And my friend at the time had spoken to me about coaching through Beachbody, through the company that I had bought my DVDs, loved Chalene, loved the workouts. She told me about coaching and I said, I don't want to do that. I don't know what that is. It sounds weird. It sounds confusing. And it just sounds like a lot of work. And I don't really want to do that. I'm going to school. I'm learning how to be a creative writer. And that's it. That's all. But when I saw Janelle's post one night, she had spoken about how her business had enabled her to get out of debt and live her dream life and travel. And I was just like, I could do that. I could build a life that I want to live. I could wake up and relax. I could not put on an alarm. I could live that life. Like that sounds like something that I want to do. So I reached out to her. I said, hey, do you have any spaces on your team? I would love to coach with you. And she had been following me too, by the way. She liked what I was posting, watching me share my story, my transformation. And she was like, yeah, of course you can. Like, I didn't think that it was time yet. I wasn't going to share this with you yet, but for sure. So I decided to join as a coach and just sort of like see. I was like, you know what? I don't really know. I don't know what I'm doing with my hair. Let me know if it's weird. I was like, I don't really know what I want to do, but I know that this feels good. I was like, I don't know where this is going to go. I don't know exactly what the heck I'm even talking about. I just know that this feels good. I like the community. I like Janelle and I love the programs. I might as well just see what this is about. And let me share with you again on Tumblr. I had written about this. So I was religiously posting like all the freaking time. I'm going to turn my camera over. I was religiously posting all the freaking time. And then I had stopped when I came back from Italy, and then I was getting really just like consumed with learning about Beachbody that I sort of let my blog go. But then I brought it up again. And listen, this was right before I became a coach. I was basically sending out a prayer, okay? I was praying. My heart, soul, spirit, mind, body is longing, dying, crying, begging to create, write, to paint, photograph, be an artist again. I'm longing to learn, to absorb, to read, to understand, to be confused, to cry over homework. You see, I was thinking about school. To lock myself into a room and write, to throw myself completely into the creative process as I have done countless times before, except this time I don't ever want to give up. So I posted that, And I thought about that, and I marinated in the feeling of what it would feel like to live that life. And let me share with you this. Hello, friends and followers, the retweets, likes, thank you for the follows and the love. My health, fitness, beauty blog will be up soon, as promised, so thank you for the support. I can't wait to launch it. I was launching my blog. I also have really big, exciting news. I'm officially a Beachbody coach, a dream come true. I'm here to help whoever needs it with any health and fitness goals. Success story, and I just, my success story in terms of my life story. Like, I was like, listen, I need to share my life story. I need to share where I'm at right now. And it just felt so right to share how I was living and feeling and what was going on. And I feel like that was the moment when I realized, like, I'm not going to school. I have to tell my parents that I am not going to school. And I was living at home, and I was 23 and young, and, I told them I was going to university, and at first I told them I wasn't, and, I was working full time, and they really just wanted to see me do something with my life. So I said, I'll go to school, and then I had to tell them that I wasn't, in fact, going to go to university. So I don't remember exactly what happened. Maybe I blocked out a traumatic event, but I told them, I'm just not going to go to university, and I'm going to do this Beachbody business instead. And it was like, what? Everybody goes to university, and you have to go to university, and you have to study. How else are you going to get a job? And are you going to be working at the hair salon forever? I don't understand. I thought you wanted to study. What is this? What is this that you're doing, this fitness thing? It wasn't an understandable situation, and my mother supported me 100%, but it's just something like, what the heck is she doing? Like, I don't understand what she chose, right? I don't understand what she chose. And it just was like something that I had to do, it just felt right. I just followed my good feelings, right? And it's something that I prayed for and asked for. And not a lot of people know about it. Of course not. So they were super skeptical, but I truly believed that this was where I was meant to be. I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go to school, but this is where I'm meant to be, and I will be okay here. This is where I will thrive. This is where I will grow. And whatever comes from this, I just trust that I'll be okay. And, it was, from there, it was crazy. Do you guys want me to continue? I feel like I'm talking forever. Maybe I can make this like a two-parter. But I kind of want to talk about like my struggle, like with being too obsessed with eating and like obsessed with my six-pack. Does anybody want to keep listening? Because if this is boring, and I'll continue. Okay, you want me to continue? Okay, well, 3 people want me to continue, so if there's 3 at the end of this, I'm happy. Okay, continue. Okay, good. Yay, good. Okay. So, let me just drink some water. Oh, hold on. 1. And water. Anyone else having some wine? Join me. Join me, would you please? Anywho, okay. So,